The Township Economic Commission of South Africa, in collaboration with the Deco BRICS directorate, will host the Inaugural Township Economy in BRICS dialogue on Tuesday in Soweto. TEXA and the BRICS directorate want to launch the Township and Informal Economy in BRICS Forum to also encourage the integration of townships into the broader BRICS social and economic discussions. For more on this, we are joined by Suzan Mthembu, the CEO of the Township Events Business Council, Palesa Kubu, the event director of the Township Economy in BRICS Dialogue, as well as Bheki Twala, the president of the Township Economy Global. Good to have you all on the program this afternoon. Maybe let me start with the thorn amongst the roses, to really just get a perspective of what this dialogue really seeks to do. What is the whole idea behind this?
Thank you very much, Palesa, and good afternoon to the viewers at home. We, as TEXA, we are very excited and happy to get this opportunity to come and, unpack the township economy in BRICS dialogue. We are taking the BRICS conversation and the discussion to the township. We're looking at hosting close to 200 to 300 people, and then with our main guest, which is the minister in the presidency, Minister Ramokgopa, responsible for planning, evaluation and monitoring. Now, it's to then give an opportunity for businesses in the township and the entrepreneurs in the township to start understanding what is the mandate of BRICS, both politically and economic. And then also, the main one is to also, look at the opportunities in terms of the import and export, most especially the businesses in the township to start looking at trading globally.
So, Suzan, as the CEO of the Township Events Business Council, you also have a very important role to play. Let's speak about the opportunities that exist, especially within the events sector for many township-based businesses here.
Okay, thanks. Thank you for having us. As you know, events, they contribute a lot in the GDP. And basically, being the CEO of the Township Events Business Council is that we're looking at creating a lot of opportunities within the township, whereby jobs will be created as well, employment, and giving the young people opportunities as well to be able to explore and bring forth their talent as well. So, and to form collaborations between businesses within the township, whereby they get an opportunity to market and to market their businesses, get an opportunity to network as well. So that's basically the focus.
So, Palesa, inclusivity is usually the name of the game, especially when it comes to business, ensuring that as many people from as many parts of our society are involved, especially within small businesses. Let's speak about the township-based businesses and the opportunity that exists for them, especially through sessions like this or through forums such as this BRICS dialogue.
Thank you, Ntebo, for inviting us and the viewers at home. There are plenty of opportunities, and when we spoke to our colleagues, we realized that, in fact, I'll talk about from the planning phase of this event. The past 2 months, the three of us, we and the team, we've been talking about how do we make sure that we bring BRICS into the township, because it makes sense. This is where the masses are at, And we realized that there are a lot of your formal and informal businesses that are happening in that space. How about we bring this this giant to the people, where people are going to see the opportunities that are available for them. But it's also important as well that, especially in my role, where I make sure that we have the voice amongst the women-led organizations to make sure that they also have a say into what are the opportunities available on BRICS platform, and then what is it that they need to do to make sure that they also have a say. So it has been a whole lot of preparation, but also to ensure that we communicate a lot with our entrepreneurs to make sure that when these opportunities are available, they are also compliance ready as well.
Bob Twala, the township economy concept has gained a lot of traction and significant attention, especially in recent years. But safe to say that we've had a lot of businesses within the townships for decades, even through apartheid. Speak to us about, in the same breath, this whole theme of inclusivity. How do we ensure that as many people are actually involved in discussions like this, as opposed to just having a select few businesses that take part?
Yeah, what is important that we always encourage businesses in the township to say you need to belong. because there are structures, like formalized structures, but proper structures and the real structures. Because remember as well, there are those structures that really are there, but you find that people are there for their own benefits without the masses. But with us, for example, as TEXA, we've been pushing also the whole concept of the Township Economic Development Act. Now we've got an act, the TIDA Act in Gauteng, that we are also working on it. That's an opportunity to say, now Township has got an act. And remember, the act is not for the government. The act is for the businesses in the township to take that advantage and that opportunity to make sure that at the end of the day they are also ready as well to provide services to government and to the private sector. Because it's something else to say we're looking for businesses as businesses, but if we don't, let's say for example the issue of funding, if we are not fund ready and if we are not ready to provide the services, it doesn't make any sense. Now we organizing ourselves. Now township businesses are organized. There are structures that are there and there are structures that are working. One of them is TEXA. We also have a structure called the TechVest, which is a conglomerate of businesses that, hunt together. That's very critical and very important. But what is important more than anything is to make sure that businesses in the township, they regard themselves as corporate as well. Because we are corporate. We are corporate citizens. That is why at the end of the day we must make sure that, whatever that you do in your business, it's ready to provide services, the goods and services to both the government and also the private sector. I can guarantee you now, people are now gearing into that. Now, opportunities like the BRICS and the BRICS business and opportunities, they give us also that push. But it makes sure that now the act becomes a reality. Because now we're using these events in order to make sure that the act becomes a reality. But that is why we're saying, when you're running a business in the township, please go out there and look for people that are think the same, that are like-minded people. Then be part of the business. Doing business alone and hunting alone, it's not an easy way. Businesses are tough out there, but as a group, as a conglomerate, it becomes easy.
Collaboration is everything, as you've heard from Bheki Twala. And as the Township Events Business Council, you've also played an integral role in promoting township-based events companies. Let's speak about how you've gone about doing this, especially looking at how far-changing technology is, especially within this space.
Okay. As an events council in Soweto, in the township, not only Soweto, but also we're looking at, in the rural areas and also in the villages. Events play a crucial role. And then that crucial role, that's why we're saying, through collaborations, and as Bheki Twala has mentioned, to say, we bring, like-minded or people that are doing the same business coming together. With technology coming up as well, things are changing. And we're also teaching our young kids to say, they need to understand that they can also use technology. You don't have to be present in an event lately. You can use technology, to be able to, virtual, you can do events through virtual, systems. So basically through the events, we're looking at promoting, the township, bringing events that are going to also contribute economically, positively. So it's all about township economy, and also bringing the women in the space. This is Women's Month, to say women are out there and they also want to make things. We are making things happen, So how are we putting the women in the forefront to say, here we are, and through events, and then what are the exposing and putting the things out there that women are doing, kind of businesses that we are doing, and also mainly events, because you find women that are into catering businesses and all that, So through the opportunity that brings in the township, we're saying here we are, and we're also trying to show the world that we are in the township, but we are also contributing positively within the economy, and we are taking charge as well.
Well, as you've heard from Suzan, this particular forum also creates a lot of opportunities, like she says, for women business people as well. Let's speak about beyond the economic gains that might come through such collaborations. When you have all these countries taking part or represented at such a dialogue, what opportunities does it then spur up, especially for, call them young women who are also involved in business in the township?
Yeah. When we looked at the entire structure of BRICS, and we also identified, when you look at the clientele that we have from our space, which is your TEXA and your TechVest, we realized that we have women from different sectors, your manufacturing, your IT, you name them. And this is where we're saying to them, come on board and understand what BRICS is all about, hence the event, and you see, find your feet, and we'll support and guide where necessary. But the whole idea is, don't look at yes, we know it's about growing township economy, but we're also looking at beyond, local as well. How about we do this kind of, your trade exchange with your China, you name them. So there are plenty of opportunities for women in different sectors, which we have in our space. But this is not only for them, but we also open for other women who will say, we are interested, we want to be part of you.
Mm-hmm. Bob Twala, as we wrap up our conversation, it can't be stressed enough the need to continuously have these kind of engagements. But there may be some who are looking at this program thinking, oh, I am running a business from the township, but how do I take part in such events or dialogues as well? How do I add my input or get to be in that space and learn from other businesses?
Yeah, as we're having this event on Tuesday, we've got a series of events that we are having. The ladies will be having an event on Saturday, which is ladies in business as well. These are opportunities going forward. All what we're saying, people, they must look for us, and we are available to say, you just need to belong.
Yes.
And you need to dress up and show up. That's very important, because if you are sitting in the corner, one of our Soweto icon, Mendoza, says,
Yes,
meaning you need to stand up. Business is about you standing up, looking for networks, looking for people that, are having solutions.
Yeah.
But I always say, the challenges of the township businesses and the township entrepreneurs lies within them. Because we've got the solution. Now, these are platforms that we are creating, but the only thing that I want to stress from the businesses in the township, let us stop being ignorant. People are very ignorant. Even if you give information, they just look at the information and ignore. For example, we look at the issues of WhatsApp. We communicate on WhatsApp. People, they just blue tick and not engaging. They don't understand what is the purpose of a WhatsApp and a WhatsApp business group. Now, all what you're saying is, say, guys, go to LinkedIn. And then let's make sure that, because all the things that we do, we post on LinkedIn. You find us on social media. But most of the time we're available as well, in Soweto at Vilakazi Street. But we're not just doing it for Soweto. We're in all 9 provinces. We've got structures in Western Cape, in Mpumalanga and all that. TEXA is a national program, and it's a national organization. I'm sitting here as the president of TEXA, but we're also a president of the Township Economy Global. Because we took Township Economy to AFCFTA in April with the Africa Continental Free Trade Area.
Yeah.
We've presented to His Excellency, the Secretary General Wamgele. Now we're now taking township economy to the global space. We're taking it now to BRICS. This is why we've created our own table as the township economy. We're then saying the people that are running businesses in the township are welcome to our table.
Well, you've heard it from our guests, and let me thank you for their time as well, for really sharing this insightful conversation with us, a conversation that needs to continue around how township businesses can actually take part in some of these initiatives. And as you heard,